Hello everyone and welcome to the Madridista Journal. In this video, you'll find the full press conference of Xabi Alonso and Oeilsen ahead of the big Champions League clash between Real Madrid and Liverpool at Anfield, as well as my analysis of both teams' current form, Real Madrid's likely lineup, and my prediction for this massive European showdown. Xabi Alonso faced the media on the eve of a very special match for him, a return to a pitch he knows by heart, Anfield. Calm and focused, he acknowledged that Liverpool versus Real Madrid remains a classic of European football, a fixture rich in history and prestige. For him, these are the kind of games fans around the world love to watch. The Spaniard spoke with emotion about his years here, though without letting nostalgia take over. Returning to a place where you've been so loved is always nice, he said, but added, "Tomorrow we're here to do our job, to play a great game and bring back a good result." On squad management, Alonso clarified the situation regarding penalties. After the recent incident involving Mbappé, he made it clear that the designated takers are decided beforehand. The first on the list is Kylian, he confirmed, while allowing some flexibility in the heat of the moment. He also specified that for free kicks, the hierarchy differs depending on distance and player profile, with several players capable of taking them. Another familiar Liverpool face, Trent Alexander-Arnold, was also discussed. The Real Madrid coach was reassuring. The defender has fully recovered from his injury and is ready to play. Alonso emphasized how important he is to the team, highlighting his exceptional technical ability and the need to support him through this new stage of his career, both professionally and personally. When asked about his years under Rafa Benitez, Xabi Alonso admitted that this period deeply shaped his managerial vision. Those 5 years at Liverpool taught him to think about football beyond the match itself, to understand preparation, strategy, and pre-game reflection. He believes the curiosity that began back then still drives him today, and that the lessons learned from that time remain essential to his current career. Regarding the team's form, Alonso addressed the issue of set pieces, an area where Real Madrid has scored only 1 goal this season. Without alarm, he acknowledged it as something to improve, while praising the work of his staff and Castilla, led by Álvaro Arbeloa, whom he congratulated for the progress of his young players. The Madrid coach then talked about the Anfield atmosphere, which he knows better than anyone. He expects a volcanic environment, as he put it, but trusts his experienced players to respond with calm and character. Some have already lived intense moments here, both painful and glorious, and Alonso believes that experience will be an asset. There are moments when the stadium roars, when the energy becomes almost tangible. That's when great players must show their composure, he explained. A standout moment in the press conference was when he recalled a personal memory, the 2005 Champions League final, when he scored his first ever professional penalty for Liverpool. He recounted how, after Gerrard's miss the previous week, Rafa Benitez entrusted him with the responsibility. The ball went in on the second attempt, and maybe that changed my career, and a little bit of the club's history too. A nod to one of the greatest European nights of his life. Alonso was also asked about the emotional side of his return to Anfield. True to himself, he said he tries to keep an inner distance in order to stay focused on the match and his team's preparation. You have to control your emotions, otherwise they control you. Among other topics, the Madrid coach had a few words for Florian Wirtz, his former protege at Leverkusen, now at Liverpool. He expressed no doubt about the player's future success, describing him as special, competitive, and full of personality, though he added with a smile that he hopes it won't be tomorrow that Wirtz starts to shine. Regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alonso said he hadn't discussed with him the crowd's reactions during recent games at Anfield. He has to live this moment in his own way. His story here is different from mine. He was born in this club. A message full of respect and humanity. Finally, Alonso justified the decision to prepare the match in Madrid rather than in Liverpool, not out of mistrust, but for efficiency. At Valdebebas, we control the environment better, without risking giving away any clues to the opponent. On the Vinicius controversy, Alonso confirmed that everything has been resolved. The incident was discussed internally, honestly, and closed for good. These are things that can happen, but ones we don't want to see repeated. To conclude, he was asked about the new Champions League format, with more goals and more open matches.
Alonso admitted that this evolution requires staying focused until the very end and seizing every chance to score, as goal difference could be decisive in the final standings. Oeilsen faced the press with the calm confidence of someone who knows a big occasion awaits. On the eve of this prestigious match against Liverpool in the legendary setting of Anfield, he first expressed his eagerness and motivation. "Of course, we're really looking forward to playing, and we hope to come away with all 3 points," he said simply, reflecting the determination shared by the entire Real Madrid squad. The defender was then asked about his first few months wearing the Real Madrid shirt, a major change in his career after a year full of ups and downs. Dini said he feels great, both physically and mentally. "I'm really happy to be here. It's a dream come true. I hope I can bring a lot of joy to the Madrid fans." Behind his usual composure, there was a sense of genuine gratitude for how far he has come, and immense pride at joining what he considers the greatest club in the world. One of the main topics of the press conference was his relationship with Eder Militao, his central defensive partner. Oeilsen had nothing but praise for him, describing him as a very complete defender, strong on the pitch and a great teammate off it. "We make a good pair," he said, emphasizing the understanding and complementarity between them.
The name Vinicius Jr. also came up following the Clásico incident. Oeilsen was quick to downplay the controversy, saying the media had blown out of proportion something that didn't deserve so much attention. He explained that Vinicius had apologized in the dressing room, a gesture he found natural and sincere. "He's an amazing teammate, a really good person, and there's no problem at all. Things like that happen in football. Simple but strong words that reflect a united dressing room focused on a common goal." The English press had mentioned Real Madrid's decision not to train at Anfield before the match, a tradition often respected by visiting clubs. Asked about it, Oeilsen stayed composed. "I've played here before, and for me, it's not a problem. In the end, it's just the football pitch. It's the players who make the difference." He added that he personally prefers training at the familiar Valdebebas training center, a setting better suited for focus and tactical preparation. The conversation then turned more personal when Oeilsen spoke about the clubs that marked him before arriving in Madrid. Liverpool was among the teams interested in him back when he was playing in the Premier League. Why did he choose Real Madrid? His answer left no doubt. "It's a dream. I wanted to play for the best club in the world, and I felt I fit well with Xabi Alonso's ideas and the club's project." A decision guided as much by passion as by sporting conviction. Reflecting on his experience in Italy with Juventus and Roma, he explained how important those years were in his development. "I went there to learn how to defend properly, to improve my defensive game. I learned a lot, and I'm grateful to both clubs." He showed no bitterness about the fact that Juve and Roma let him go. "That was their decision. I only have good memories from those times." The press conference continued with a question about Kylian Mbappé, who dominates much of the Madrid news cycle. Oeilsen chose to stay factual. He reminded reporters that he wasn't yet at the club last year when the Frenchman missed his penalty at Anfield, but added that in his view, a player capable of winning the Golden Boot can't be out of form. Kylian had an incredible season, and he's continuing in the same way. We're very happy to have him with us. A clear tribute to the leadership and impact of the former Parisian turned Madrid star. Finally, when asked about his ball-playing ability, one of the qualities that most appeals to the Madrid coaching staff, Oeilsen acknowledged that it's an important part of his game. "Yes, I think I pass the ball out well from the back and try to help the team as much as I can. Xabi often asks that of me, but also a lot of other things," he said with a smile. A simple response, yet one that reveals the trust Alonso places in him and the significance of his role in building play from the back. Real Madrid will face a struggling Liverpool on Tuesday, currently 10th in the Champions League with 2 wins and 3 matches, but who, in the Premier League, had suffered 4 consecutive defeats before finally winning a match this weekend against Aston Villa, a result that lifted them back up to 3rd place. In the middle of last week, they were also eliminated from the League Cup after a 3-0 defeat to Tottenham. Real Madrid, on the other hand, currently sit 5th in the Champions League standings with 3 wins in 3 matches and have just recorded 4 consecutive victories in La Liga. It will therefore be a clash between a team trying to get out of its crisis and another in top form.
But at Anfield, anything can happen. As for Real Madrid's lineup, I don't see them taking Liverpool lightly and expect them to play in a 4-3-3. I think Xabi Alonso will want to strengthen the midfield and start with 2 forwards. He'll probably go with the same lineup as against Barcelona. That's our best 11 at the moment. So I expect Courtois in goal, Valverde at right back, Militao and Oeilsen in central defense, Carreras at left back, a 4-man midfield with Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Bellingham and Arda Güler, and up front Vinicius and Mbappé. That way, he'll field a very aggressive team, capable of winning the ball high up the pitch and maintaining great intensity. And on the other hand, if things don't go well, he'll still have strong attacking options on the bench, notably Rodrigo, Brahim, and Mastantuano. As for my prediction, given the current form of both teams, I think Real Madrid have what it takes to win 1-2. But since the match is at Anfield, I'm leaning more toward a 1-1 draw. In any case, I don't see Liverpool winning. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my predicted lineup for Xabi Alonso and what score you're going for. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you very soon in the next video.